And when I'm dying, I tell him, push me more, kill me, give me more.
That guy looks like he trained with the Special Forces for sure. The way his feet are in the air right there, no leverage.
But I want elbows. I want to fucking elbow him in the face. Bring him.
Yeah.
Bring
Fuck
him.
him. Now we should dead ass fuck him up.
Yeah. Bring him here. Does he want to do a real fight?
He'll do a real fight.
Yeah.
He'll even take you on.
Yeah? Bring him here.
Okay.
Bring
You
him
teach
here.
him lesson?
I'll put him to sleep.
Fuck it.
I had a couple of ex-UFC fighters told me I can't fight. They came to spar me because they said, you know, you never fought, you're not a real fighter.
Right.
I beat the fuck out of them.
Holy.
Now they're speaking differently. I'm a real man. I back my shit up. Anytime, anywhere. You think he's gonna punch? I don't know how to punch? You think he's gonna kick? I don't know how to strike? You really think so? Look, I'm telling you this. People think I'm some juice head. No, this is just me. This is me.
Hey Ali, you're a nice guy, but I'm not somebody that's just gonna let you talk to me like this, you understand?
Fuck you gonna do about it?
Whoa, that's my line, man. Why are you using my line?
Sorry.
Get the hell out of here, kids. Yalla. And let's put it like this. Gypsy knows he's coming to lose. He knows that. He fears me. His balls fucking shiver when he hears my name.
Well guys, at this point, this shit is just getting straight up pathetic to watch, because we are already back again with the one and only Bend Over Azoulay, and it has basically just become a straight up public humiliation as this guy just continues to get made fun of, get embarrassed, and take L's out of absolutely nowhere. I mean, for fuck's sake, we have already seen him get exposed for not being able to fight and catching the hands from a guy who has been retired for like 10 years and has been doing nothing but playing golf. And then right after that, he went on a bunch of podcasts where he just got embarrassed by a bunch of different people across from him that he was trying to debate because his dumbass didn't know what Tourette's were, but was trying to act like he did.
Or they have some Tourette's. You never see an African boy going, I have to walk with my bucket right now, 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. No, he just fucking walks to go get water.
Do you think Tourette's doesn't exist in Africa?
I don't think it exists.
It definitely exists in Africa.
I don't think it exists.
Okay, it definitely does. I'm sure there's
Like
documented
I said,
cases
if they're
of Tourette's
walking
in
right now
Africa.
to go get water, there's no way in hell that he's gonna walk backwards, 2 steps backwards, 1 step back. Like here, you have a child where the mom is like, okay, son, go ahead, Steve. You could touch the doorknob 15 more times and come down the stairs 30 more times, and then we'll go.
That's not the issue.
You know?
That's not an accurate representation of how almost anyone is responding to OCD. What you're talking about is OCD here, not Tourette's. Tourette's is more like compulsive disorder. It's a basal ganglia issue for the most part, which is like a mid part of your brain, and where it's like where it'll be like you'll squawk and
No, but
or
like
you'll
I've
itch
seen
and stuff
people
like that.
have to touch their phone.
That's
and
OCD.
They call it like
Yeah.
Tourette's.
And after getting corrected, of course, we watched him get mad where he started spamming that she needed to just go home. But all of this humiliation must not have been enough to fulfill his little humiliation kink, because remarkably, the son of a bitch is back again for more. He is back to getting bent over already, and it has only been a couple of days. And since my last video, Bend Over has gone back to a lot of his usual cringy ass activities, like trying to show off his badass kung fu skills where he's kicking a bag and trying to give off what he thinks is one of the scariest faces possible. But in reality, he just looks like a complete dipshit. And after giving us a look where it seemed he was constipated, he then decided he was going to step outside and try to show off all of his sweat equity, even though his beard is completely dry along with the rest of his body. And even though he was training fucking shirtless, he proceeded to basically just wring his shirt out and show a bunch of liquid that was probably just water from the sink, and then somehow got an ego boost from that and immediately followed it up on some bullshit.
But this, my friends, this right here, now that's called f***ing sweat equity. People don't get it. We live in a world full of cowards at the moment. It has become a world of cowards. What has happened to real men? You know, I've gotten over 2,000 comments of people telling me I should pull out of this fight. Do you see how shredded I am? Do you know how many hours a day I train? 10 to 12 hours. Multiple sessions. I was one of the best.
And we're just gonna stop him for 1 second because I don't know what the fuck he is referring to when he says he was one of the best. He himself has said that he has never fought before, so I don't know what he was the best at. The only thing this guy is good at is looking like a dumbass.
And if you're looking to fight me and stuff like that, my friend, just remember, I've never had a fight in my life.
But it is just remarkable how much of an ego high somebody can get from just pretending to wring out fake sweat from their shirt, to where they gotta hop in their car and start ranting like a lunatic. And he takes this one of the best thing and just starts running with it after this, and just continues to make no sense as he's mad about the comments.
And I'm gonna show everybody that I'm still one of the best. I transform my fucking physique from a bodybuilder into a warrior, to a fighter. You think he's gonna punch? I don't know how to punch. You think he's gonna kick? I don't know how to strike. You really think so? You don't even understand what's coming. He doesn't know what's coming. If he knows what's best for him, he would never show up.
So as you can tell, he was obviously pretty damn butthurt. And the comments telling him to back out and not go must be really getting to him after everybody saw that he can't strike whatsoever, and the only thing he did in his little sparring match was get struck. And the funniest part about this is, he posted this video after another video on him ended up getting posted that basically exposed that not only can he not strike, but he also can't grapple worth a shit, despite making all types of stupid ass claims where he was apparently training with the monks and being a master at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And of course, the video I'm referring to was a podcast by the original MMA fighters that basically exposed the shit out of him. And I guess he annoyed them to such an extent that they felt the need to come back and give him another round of back shots and just bend him over, since we all know that that's what he loves so much. And it was no wonder that Bendover was so mad, because they started off the podcast by basically just calling him out and talking shit, and basically not only called him out for not being able to do shit during the spar, but also for all of his made up little bullshit stories.
Sloppy and having the guy in the corner trying to follow up on him. Like, no one spars like that, bro. You have the guy in the corner, start pounding him, you know?
Being there in person, it definitely wasn't a sparring session.
No.
Nothing about it was a sparring session. Nothing was learned. Nothing was gained out of that.
What it did was it validated what I already knew. The guy's full of shit, right? Oh, I have over 1,000 fights. I was trained with the Shaolin monks. I learned Kung Fu from a Chinese restaurant owner in a, come on, guy. Like, I mean, it's just, it's insane. You know, here's another thing, okay? If you are already like trained with the Shaolin monks, half man, half God, why are you training? Right? That's a good question, isn't it? Like, why are you training? Why do you need to walk into a gym and train if you're half man, half God? If you have microfractions in your skull that you know what I mean? Like how, you know, he calls them microfractions. I thought it said microfractures, but I don't know. You know, I've only been speaking English for 43 years. Anyway, so, you know, why train? Like he started, I knew he was full of shit when he started training for that Ali Sob guy. I think he wants to be famous and he doesn't understand the difference between fame and infamy. I think, you know, like he's famous like how the 2 Girls 1 Cup people are famous. He's famous like how Bonnie Blue's famous.
And after they made fun of his spar and all of his stories, they then actually started to get into the little grappling situation, where for some reason Bendover thought it was a good idea to be going to this guy's gym, despite talking all types of crazy shit about how he has humbled MMA and UFC fighters. And they discuss, before showing the footage, how Bendover just basically got humbled by another person who hasn't really been training too much or been in the fighting game for quite a while. And during the footage, you can just see Bendover being forced to tap after getting his feet thrown in the air and clearly having no idea what the hell he's doing. And even if you're not into fighting, you can just tell that Ben is just on his back like a helpless turtle with absolutely no leverage.
But he took a video of this kid, like he grappled with my boy Tom, right? And Tom's super out of shape. And Tom puts him in a wrestler cradle, and you're going to see it. We're going to show it to you. Puts him in a wrestler cradle and makes the guy tap out. And then he never came back to my gym. He never really talked to me again. And in fact, another reason why I'm like, fuck this guy is because he straight up like told one of my students that I'm a clown behind my back.
That's him on the ground right there.
That guy looks like he trained with the Special Forces for sure. The way his feet are in the air right there, no leverage. That's awesome. I don't know what he's doing right there. And he tapped out. All right. Think about your life. Never came back to my gym.
So yeah, not only did Bendover get his ass whooped in that spar by somebody who's been out of training, but he also got choked out by another person who has been out of training, and he was even forced to tap out. And this is supposed to be the Special Forces badass. But on top of all of this, according to Thor, he was so embarrassed that he didn't return to the gym, and was even trying to talk shit about Thor to his students, because he was mad that he was just out here getting exposed left and right by all of these actual fighters. And it only got worse for Bendover as the guy who was there and who filmed it began to talk more, where he basically tells the story about how Bendover was being cocky as hell before this, then got bitched, and never came back again.
So we were all done training, and like we were cleaning up the gym, like we were just all talking, and then Tom at the moment was training at Pugilist, like he was teaching, and he was just like standing around talking to Ben Azoulay, and then he was talking to Ben Azoulay, and then Ben was like, oh yeah, he's like, I'm the strongest guy in the world, like I do jiu-jitsu. He's like, no one can like hold me down, like they've always tried, black belts, like nothing. And then like Tom was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, oh, you wanna like he's like, you wanna go grapple right now? And then he's like, yeah, let's go. He's like, I want to see how good you are. Like that's what Ben said to Tom. Oh, yeah. And then they start wrestling, and then boom, Tom takes him down. And then like he's like, oh wow. And then like they go again, and then the next time he puts him in the cradle, and then like he taps. And then like he just stood really quiet, and then
I never came back.
Never came back again.
So never came back again.
Yeah, never came back again.
And you just have to love that as soon as he just gets instantly humbled, he just sits there quietly, all the cockiness was gone, and he just quickly exited the gym and never came back because he realized, oh wow, the people in here could really kick my ass, so I better shut up. But despite that, that still has not stopped him from talking some wild shit when he's safe in his car away from the people who just punched him in the face and choked him out. And he's been kind of pushing this interview that he did for his upcoming little bullshit fight. And we actually saw the beginning of this interview where he was claiming that he started fighting at 3 and that he like trains in the mountains and trains with bears and all types of stupid shit.
First time I had a fight was literally at 3 years old. It sounds funny, but in preschool, kindergarten, I smashed a kid with a semi-trailer, you know?
But here on the channel, we didn't watch the second half, and I've got to say after watching it, it is now 20 times more ridiculous after we've seen this guy's full fighting skills. And in the second half of this interview, he was talking just some insane, crazy shit, where he was saying that the guy might not even wake up after he knocks him out. And he even started to say that he wished it was an MMA fight because he would keep hitting him and wouldn't even choke him out. And we all know that that is the last thing that this motherfucker wants now, because if it was an MMA fight, if Gypsy just did, some half-ass training, he could easily submit this goober in like the matter of 20 seconds.
If he wakes up, he wakes up. But if he doesn't wake up, he doesn't wake up. But he's going to sleep. He's pretty much paying for everyone's mistake. Everyone that came after me, everyone that talked bad about my people, he's going to be the first one to do it. He's going to be the first one to pay for it. So I'm coming at him with a lot of anger. A lot of anger. And most people, when they have anger, they lose a fight because they lose control. I have control anger. I know how to channel it properly. This guy is not coming out of that fucking ring. I wish I had more rounds with him. With him, I wish it was an MMA fight. So when he falls to the floor, I could keep beating the shit out of him. I wouldn't even choke him out.
And after talking his shit like he knows anything about grappling and would last more than 30 seconds in an MMA fight, he then found an immediate way to start glazing his poppy Andrew Tate, where he is apparently planning to give him a shout out at the end of the fight, and is willing to do anything and everything to support him, because that is the man that he looks up to, and that is his hero that he's based half of his persona off of. And I mean, he really is on the right track when it comes to copying Tate, because just like Andrew Tate, he had his own little issue with some grapey cases.
I'm gonna avenge Tate, take the crown, own the internet, and then after that I'll keep fighting everybody that is anti-Semitic. All the influencers who are anti-Semitic, I'm going to fight them. UFC fighters and all that, that doesn't, they don't, I don't really care about it. What I care for is the influencers. And this would have been a perfect fight for Andrew Tate, right? Two kickboxers. This would have been a perfect fight for Tate. But it's okay, I took the fight. And after that, I'm going to go avenge Tate.
So it seems, wait, after that you were going to do what, sorry?
I will avenge Tate.
You mean you want to fight Chase Demore after that?
Yeah.
You have beef with him too?
Chase. Nah, but I have to avenge Tate. I love Tate. Tate's my brother.
What do you think about his recent arrest?
I absolutely hate it. And you're going to hear me after the fight saying, release the Tates. And whatever is needed there, I would do to support them.
So this fight can't...
1,000%. This fight can go anything, but this motherfucker go to sleep.
And of course he wants nothing to do with any UFC fighters, because he went and messed with some UFC fighters and MMA guys and saw how quickly it went bad for him. So he's gonna avoid that shit like the plague, and is just gonna try to stick to celebrities who he still probably doesn't even stand a chance against. And no matter how much he glazes his poppy Andrew Tate, it's not gonna do any good for him, and it's damn sure not gonna help him change his reputation as being known on the internet as a PDF file and a rapist. But after glazing his poppy, he then proceeded to just do a whole lot of yapping and playing make-believe about how he's apparently going to knock him out, and how he can't discuss his special move because it was given to him by the monks and he's going to need to save it.
Look, I'm telling you this, people think I'm some juice head. No, this is just me. This is me. There is nothing you can do. I'm telling you, I bring ex-UFC fighters to spar me, and they tell me, where have you been all these years? Why didn't you go in there? I said, because look at your face, how fucked up you look. You see me? I had 2 nose surgeries because I broke my nose 4 times when I was younger. I had to fix it. I couldn't breathe. I don't want to go get more nose surgeries. But this one here, this one I'm willing to go to the death. He's going to get knocked out. I'm telling you. Mark my words. First round or beginning of second round. He's going to sleep. I'm training very, very hard. This is a 3-round fight. I'm doing 10, 12 rounds. And I'm going all out. And when I'm dying, I tell him, push me more, kill me, give me more. Why? So I could go all out, all 3 fights, all 3 rounds. But I want elbows. I want a fucking elbow him in the face. That's what I want.
Have you got a signature move you go to in fighting, one you're really good at?
I can't tell you my signature move.
You got to keep that.
I learned that one. No, that one I learned from the Shaolin monks. So that one is keep it for the fight. But when he's gonna get that combo, he's gonna look like a Happy Meal, and the clown from McDonald's is about to fall.
And yeah, he clearly hasn't learned his lesson for shit, and he's still just making up things and saying everything and anything about UFC fighters. But I know one thing's for damn sure, he is probably never gonna step foot in an MMA guy's gym again, because we all just saw exactly what happened when he tried to step foot in one. But with that said, that's enough of this clown for one day, and it's like he's getting exposed every other day at this point. So if you enjoyed, please drop the sub and the like, and join the Saints Mafia, where we are flaming this clown. And I'm out, watching Bend Over Azoulay continue to be a dumb fuck. And peace.
I'm bigger than Dylan and I'm bigger than Mike. I had 50 billion views in the last 3 years. Not on my account. Everybody's talking about me. I'm way more famous than both of them. But they're good guys. They should be they should feel lucky that they're on my event.
So you think you should be co-main event instead of them?
They should be
Sorry, you think you should be main event instead of them, is what you're saying?
I should be the main event, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. I could be the last event and still steal the show.